Nowadays, our productivity is closer to places like Poland, Hungary.
Minister, it's Karl Mokaraka here. I'm speaking on behalf of South Auckland and Papatui. Hey, I'm just asking if there's reassurances that... Oh, no, that's fine. Yeah, I won't take long. I'll let him talk to his beautiful... I'll make it, but I noticed that there's not many South Aucklanders here, so I'm coming on behalf of our people. Oh, yeah, no, I'll just make my comment and then I'll ask him if that's fine, and then I'll end. Yeah, no, that's fine. But what I'm saying is for the Minister, because I want reassurances. We don't trust our Auckland Council, and South Auckland becomes the dumping ground for project housing, and for example, like the MIT building in Notorious, it's a large building site that's vacant, and we're very worried that that's going to impact on South Auckland households. We've got a lot of social issues, and I don't know, Minister, you're in Wellington, I'm in Aotearoa and Papatui, and we've got a lot of concerns. We've got social concerns.
Yeah,
all the transitional housing seems to be based in South
Auckland. Well, if you let me finish my speech, I'm giving a speech about how we tackled those social problems. Well, you haven't heard it yet, so maybe give me a chance. Look, I'm really happy to sit down with you, Karl, offline about it. All I'd say to you in relation to South Auckland is Aotearoa has actually got a massive urban regeneration program happening through what's called the large-scale projects. A lot of people haven't heard about it, but there's a big infrastructure investment going in there.
There's a lot of problems with Aotearoa. I know you make the high-level decisions.
Okay, you asked for a question, I'm going to give you an answer, but maybe these guys have come here to hear me speak and make a relatively large announcement, so perhaps we could take it off.
Because South Auckland always gets missed, Honourable Minister, and that's probably why I'm here, because I know there's not a lot of South Aucklanders here, and our suburbs are the, I suppose, dumping grounds of...
well, I wouldn't put it like that, my friend, and I don't...
You live in Wellington, sir. I live in the reality of South Auckland.
Okay.
And I know that ministers often come with their highfalutin, theories, but I really just ask that you put in some safeguards and assurances for people in South Aucklanders and households and
well, let me assure you, Karl, one of the benefits of the housing plan I'm announcing today, if I get a chance to, is there will be big benefits for South Auckland, because what is the biggest thing driving poverty and inequity in South Auckland? Housing costs. You will know that. You go out to South Auckland, so many people spend so much of their money on unaffordable rentals for poor quality housing, and they can't get into the housing market because house prices in South Auckland are too expensive. So if you give me a chance to finish, I'll explain to you how we're going to... Okay.
Your government's big on the FTA, and that's fine. I'm a great-grandchild of an immigrant, but we are having the impacts on the ground level in South Auckland, where we're competing for jobs, we're competing for housing, and all these things are impacting us. So I think that's probably a consideration for the Honourable, for yourself and the Honourable Christopher Luxon, my friend Christopher Luxon, and that's something to consider in South Auckland, because we're living in the reality, sir. Unlike in Wellington, you're gapped, or there's a big space, and so.
Let me tell you, mate. I'm in Auckland quite a bit, and the other thing I'd say is we're all on this together, right? New Zealand's a country, and let's not divide it up by geography. So anyway, I mean, you've had a good run. Can you let me finish?
No. So I'll just say, hey, all the best to you, sir. I know it's an election year.
Appreciate it.
These obviously these announcements are being made because it's election year and everybody's trying to election year. But I'm just asking, don't forget the people of South Auckland and places that are the most vulnerable, because and I'm all for business and I'm all for economy, and seeing our country do well. But I say that with the deepest respect to National, there is a gap. That you guys always put everybody else first, but Kiwis, you don't put us at the front and centre, and that's what we're feeling in South Auckland. So.
I think that's a perspective that I'm trying to challenge, as I say, and I'm trying to give a speech about how we actually overcome that sort of mentality. And South Auckland is an area that National and the country cares deeply about. And one of the biggest issues in South Auckland, which I think is the point you're making, is housing. And I'm trying to give a speech about how housing can be better in South Auckland, and we've got plans to make sure that's a reality. So totally understand where you're coming from, and really happy to sit down with you and talk about our plans and have a cup of tea.
Thank you very much.
Good on you. Appreciate it. Okay. Anyone else want to say anything, or we'll...